I mean, this is the best thing ever. It's like everything I want in a product that I would make. Every single time someone comes in this apartment, they see this mirror, they take out their phone, they take a picture, and they post it online. I want to make something that someone cannot help but take out their phone and take a picture with it and post it online. I mean, that's the infinite advertising glitch. I can't even imagine how much UGC drought had. They've done so well with their products. I'm honestly just jealous. It was a Christmas gift. It was actually a pre-order, so it didn't come until March, which is awesome. I love pre-orders. Pre-orders get a bad rap. There's a concept where like the anticipation of something is more rewarding than the thing itself. I forget the guy's name, but he was talking about how he's planned out his vacations for the next 10 years because he always wants to have the vacation to look forward to. I'm not trying to just justify myself for long wait times, but the only product we've had that hasn't met the deadline are these jeans that I'm wearing right now, the Gulag jeans. I've had the least complaints from the people that ordered these because I think they understand that this is a special product. Like there is nothing else like this on the market. I walked into the Acne Studio store in New York and I had the sales associates asking me where I got my jeans. And it's like, bro, I'm wearing steroids. Like I made these. I mean, that's a crazy moment for me, but it also, it shows like even the sales associates at Acne, they're looking at Acne jeans all day, and when I walk in, like, steroids catch their eye, which is ridiculous. Less than $100 to turn the heads of Acne Studios. Recently, I did buy the Balenciaga Dumbo Mules. I have, like, really bad plantar fasciitis from working in a restaurant. So right now, all I can wear are Birkenstocks, basically, because the cork sole and the wide toe box mimic, like, natural materials under your feet, like dirt and grass and sand. The Dumbo Mule is the steroid version of the Birkenstock, so it felt very natural to incorporate that into my wardrobe. They're really cool. They take a bit to break in, and I used them in the campaign for the steroid shorts. They kind of tied everything together. They showed kind of what the brand is about. It bridges the high-end designer to just like normal everyday wear clothes, and it kind of fills in your gaps. My bar manager made this shirt, like direct garment printed shirt with a Midori bottle on it. And it's like, okay, I'll throw this on with these shorts, but I'll also wear my Balenciaga shoes. There's so much fear around this drop because the original steroid shorts are my biggest business fail of all time. Having to come back to that, run ads on steroid shorts again and everything, it was just so scary. Fear is the mind killer. If I allow that fear to affect my actions, then you miss success. But it was also cool because first of all, I actually made the steroid shorts for the shoots. So I had like the brown ones for myself and the light wash ones for my girlfriend. It was really cool like getting her involved too, because she's the first model for Couor other than myself. And so it's cool to kind of bring in another person. My brand is almost like Second Street. It's like you look at the racks and there's like this vintage hoodie next to this designer hoodie, next to this like ass pizza hoodie, next to, it's just all the good stuff. It's all together. The only time I've been to New York, I was at Second Street. This was in the fall. And I see the hoodies and I go over and I'm just sorting through and it's like vintage hoodie, like Balenciaga, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bam. Oh my gosh. It's the Vetements, the Champion reversible metal hoodie, which is a hoodie that I had on the channel previously. I wore this hoodie nonstop for a year. It was my favorite hoodie, and then I found out that it was a rep. Before Vetements had this second revival, it was like so cheap. Not like cheap, but like pretty cheap. Kind of like Gosha is. After Demna went to Balenciaga, all the hype went over to Balenciaga. So I had a period where I was buying a bunch of Vetements because it was really cheap. I bought the reversible metal logo hoodie for like $500 and wore it for a year, and it turned out to be fake. But I go into Second Street and there it is. It's the real one. We got it authenticated, everything. And it was $500, so I had to buy it. But another thing about that is, it's like I just spent $500 on a hoodie, so I'm about to use this thing to like make something as well. And I've had this steroid hoodie in my mind for a long time, but I used the fit of the Vetements hoodie, and then I added this exaggerated hood in the pockets. Little elite ball knowledge as well is you can't trademark a brand name that is the name of the thing that they sell. So Vetements means clothing in French. so they can't trademark their name in regards to clothing. It's like if Apple was selling apples, they couldn't trademark their name, but because they sell computers, they can. So I put a little Vetements hit on the hood because like I can use their name if I want to. I made the Unofficial Vetements and Couor collab with the Vetements Steroid Edition hoodies. Almost every item I own, I try to keep, like, it has an intention, and if it doesn't, it quickly becomes something that I want to get rid of. I want to own as little as I possibly can, and the things that I do own need to have a direct function. Like if you just literally look around this space, I have my water bottle. This is a gift from my girlfriend. This chair is the only chair in my apartment. This screen, it serves as a wall between my workspace and my sitting space because I have a studio apartment. This painting right here, I used to order capital from Japan using this proxy service. It would always wrap the Capital products in Japanese newspaper. So one time I was unboxing some of it and my friend William was there. He's an artist, and he said, like, asked if he could have it, and I was like, of course. And he drew this and framed it, and I was like, dude, I have to have that. Like, what do you want? And I was making the foundation shorts at the time, and he was like, I want the first pair of foundation shorts when they come in. Probably like 4 or 5 months later, like, he pre-ordered the foundation shorts with his painting that he made on my Japanese news. This is something I'm always gonna have, and I'm always gonna want to hang on the wall. But where you live is contributing to these patterns, whether good or bad, over a long period of time, creating the person that you are. If you're unhappy with who you are or where you are, look around. What do you see? Identify the things that are creating that in your life and start to change them. I've done a lot of work in the apartment since the new year, I guess, and I feel like my general well-being has improved, not because I have more stuff now, but because I've intentionally organized my environment.